Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Hat in a Time. So, in the last recording, we were doing Chapter 6, and they put Act 2 in front of me, and it had 18 possible quests, sub-quests, things that you had to do. By all means, it seems like you had to do all 18 of them, yet it was on a timer, and I was getting 9 of them done. I think maybe I got up to 11 before I ran out of time. And after the third time, I'm just like, there's no way I'm going to finish this. So, incredibly frustrating, and it opens up a lot of frustration because that was extra DLC that might have added some elements that are definitely missing in this game. This is the other DLC that adds a bunch of stickers and has food combo things and has also the outfits, the Nankuza outfits, Nan being the Japanese phrase that they think cats make, and Kuza, Yakuza being merged together, so it's a Yakuza cats. We have this special thing enabled. Can we hide this in any way though? Because like I honestly don't want to display that the whole time. It's like graphic settings. It probably wouldn't be under here. And why do I have VSync enabled? I thought I disabled that. Ah, this game's weird. So the snatcher hit list here is just like terrible, and it's just gonna be there the whole time. The only thing I think I could possibly do is go and disable this in the main hub. So it's just like another thing that's just awful. Alright, where do we want to start with this? So you have these foods, and undiscovered combos available. So I could spend some currency for cake, tea, juice box, rice, katsu curry, shoyu ramen, and would tea and ramen make sense as a combo? Like, I kind of get this. It's supposed to be a way of wasting your pawns after the fact once you've got nothing you can do with them. It is clearly just a reaction to people who, I honestly think the Kickstarter people basically got Stockholm syndrome at this point. And they were just playing this game way more than you really reasonably could. Like, sure, this food gives you health, but that's kind of it. We also learned that you can make signs. And these little comments, I imagine there'd be a lot more of those if we were connected to the internet. So it's supposed to be like a Splatoon plaza. It's supposed to be something that would push you further to continue to play this game. But I can't really agree with it at all. I think the game should have just kind of finished, and they should have wrapped it up. So I'm gonna spend $200 to get this baseball bat outfit. So this is the first time in the entire game we've gotten another weapon. And it's maybe a little bit faster, and that's a cool idea. That is too little too late though. And that's not going to help us anymore. And then we'll spend 150. Because we're spending these pawns, the odds of us actually being able to... this is just a new brewing hat ability, so this time she's throwing money that explodes. And I am 5 pawns short. I've got a little bit of sound effect noise happening too. 1 pawn short. In this area there's 2 timepieces. There's none in the main area. So once we get out of this section, we'll leave this area. So we've got the full outfit, and I guess in that case that is just a straight up color palette. Which means if you, for instance, wanted purple hair, you then can't wear the varsity jacket. So it does totally feel like they're kind of making you take your pick as far as what you actually are going to be able to enjoy, and a lot of it you won't be able to enjoy. Let's see. And meanwhile, all I can really do is jump around here and avoid taking too much damage from the signs. Double damage there, by the way. Barely made that. Maybe if I was over in this area. So here we've got several other things we could buy instead of having to get rift tokens to use. So that was one type of enemy of the 12 types of enemies in the game, but that's not probably enough. Probably use my time slowdown ability, which I don't think I had last time we were in this area, to some benefit. I may not have even had this ability. So are we in the underground? Music changed quite a bit.
The cleaning robots look so friendly and
These cleaning robots, I guess, are supposedly the evolution of the little Roombas that we'd been seeing before. Let's just make sure we don't walk right next to a sticker. I haven't really hated any of the audio, but I really haven't loved it either. So I guess you take that for whatever that's worth. There was a sticker, but was that the only sticker in this area? No, because there's something to collect here besides timepieces. And way up there is a collectible, and way up there is a collectible. So we'll do that. Those locked on and made that easier.
Aw, I missed it. Was it another Mafia Town episode?
Better. She went on a cruise to sample the food, right?
Oh, was it good?
It was alright, but the ship sank.
See, they're talking about the previous DLC, which this unlocked without really needing to play the previous DLC. And we didn't get that far in the previous DLC because they decided to put an incredibly difficult challenge. I don't like that these stickers fall down to the ground. It's redundant and unimportant, and there's just a ton of stickers that are going to be required anyways. Let's see if we can just... Ooh, I fell to my death, so not so easy. They want me to actually jump on to the train and then jump here and then jump here, jump here, and then get high enough. The good news is I think that by collecting this timepiece we'll unlock an area and make like a shortcut. But even the audio sounds different. It feels almost like a remix audio.
What? You know the deal, kiddo. Fork it over.
So these guys, the Yakuza are gonna take all the pieces from you.
Back. And you have another timepiece for me. Good.
So it won't be till the finale that we get maybe 5 pieces if we make it to the finale.
Our little arrangement is working out well. See that it continues to. And since it's going so well, you shouldn't have any trouble buying some metro passes. You won't get around much without them after all.
So did she give me a stack of some other currency, or did she give me a stack of pawns that just happened to be in bill form? She gave me like 50 pawns by the looks of it. Let's see.
You need a metro guy?
Okay, I want to skip through this dialogue and it won't let me, even though I've talked to this guy before. I want a pass to go to different areas. That was relatively quick to get that one thing. But yeah, I need a pass so I can get through these doors. It didn't throw me out of the level, which is kind of nice. Like, that's not a bad way if that was the way the entire game worked. I would be very happy with that, but unfortunately,
Bad news, buddy.
that's not how it worked. And there is something to be said about saving RAM in programming and having the instances reset. I could see opening the door to a lot of random problems if characters were just wandering around and then you needed to actually find a specific character and they weren't anywhere close to the place they're supposed to be.
You gotta get yourself a Yakuza outfit. They're stylish.
Like, I'm supposed to be buying
You got the time?
a pass. Is this the guy that has the pass? These guys don't even have anything. Since this whole world is full of just full of cats, then I guess you're kind of assuming that they're all Nyankuza? Or there's at least not a great indicator whether they are or not. Alright, well, that went badly for me. I'm not getting any better with that. But wouldn't this just be easier? Like, shouldn't this just be easier? Let's see. Did some new area open?
You know, I haven't seen a police cat down here in a while. Nah, you won't. I hear you.
Okay. We are now doing something different. I see a collectible over here, and I see a lot of trains. Okay. Is this a pass?
Want a metro ticket?
Yes, please. It costs only 10. So the odds that you wouldn't have 10, pretty low. Can you sell me any other metro tickets? I would be more than happy to accept some other metro ticket. Also, there's a decent chance that behind any of these is a sticker. Although I don't know if I'm just not collecting the exact same stickers at this point. This guy still won't let me through, but guess we're doing a little bit better. So here we go. Alright. I see it. So what we'll want to do is slow down time. I don't think I made it. You died. Interesting, you died scene. We haven't seen that. But it reset me good, so that's not too bad. Well, that moved me forward. Checkpointing me. Alright. We are now somewhere where we shouldn't be. And I think we probably should work hard to get back where we should be, where we want to be. I don't know if there's a way to do this though. Let's just see if that might reset me. That was asking probably too much. Alright. Alright, where are we going now? Curving. Alright. So we want to swing, I guess, right about here. And we've got two, and maybe there's just an easier way to get up higher. How can there be two collectibles in this area when there's only one getting mentioned on the map? Alright. Let's see where this ride takes us. Like, if we just go full ride, that takes us pretty far. So I don't actually think these might just circle around kind of nicely. It goes in a circle, yes, but not as useful a circle as I had thought. Is there anything down here, or are we just, if we just go down here, this is just the same, this is just the same area. Yeah, so maybe that yellow pass would move us a little bit faster. But that's kind of it. So what I need to determine is, where am I? That would be helpful. Where am I, and am I stuck struggling doing the same thing over and over again?
Some of the manhole covers, they're not real. These vacuums creep me out. I think they're cute.
Does this open the door?
Ears on them.
Nope.
Realistic ears.
I'm just hoping that maybe this direction will take us somewhere different. Like, if this really doesn't take me anywhere different, then we really might be in just another one of those scenarios where if I can't get that one yellow overpass collectible, then I can't really do anything, and then I'm just SOL for lack of a better term. Yeah, this is the one we already collected. So let's just go back to save and return to the hub. We might be done, honestly. There's problems here, certainly. There's problems that one DLC is way too hard and linear, so you can't get any further. I suspect most people would have been able to beat the main game because there's been some level of quality assurance on that to ensure this. I don't want to enable this because it sucks to have to add on the screen, and because I don't want to have that enabled, plus I really wouldn't get it done. I can't get enough stickers for the other part of the Seal the Deal DLC to unlock any more of these levels, so there's I would say the majority of the Seal the Deal DLC is not it's just not playable. It's completely unfairly locked behind challenge requirements that are very high. Either that or I've just all of a sudden gotten really bad at 3D platformers, which might be a case too. I mean, that might not be just a joke. There's been so few 3D platformers that I've played in the recent time because I haven't played a Nintendo game since the Wii, and I don't even know if I played a Mario game with the Wii. I guess Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I played on the Wii. If I think it through, I probably did play that. So yes, I can walk through this area now, but that doesn't do anything because this pink paw station needs yellow and blue.
I hate the station.
And it just wants me to go that way.
Vacuums creep me out. I think they're cute.
These guys, by the way, won't talk to me anymore because I've already purchased what they had to sell.
If you mention it, that is.
There's a collectible down directly below this, but no way to reach that. That path is still blocked. I'm fairly certain this path is still blocked. Is there any other direction I can go? We're at the yellow overpass station. Over there and above us is the trains that they want us to jump all over.
The cleaning robots look so friendly and helpful.
And the metro tickets we kind of know are hidden. See what this guy has to say.
Take a look.
Let's see. He's selling the camera badge, but we already have the camera badge. And then several other colors, which you can't use. What happens when I hit this guy? Ah, it bounces me up wonderfully and nice and easy. Alright. Am I supposed to have maybe the dweller mask on? And like, no. Like, the only way... It's almost like I'm supposed to... Well... Like I'm supposed to ice these robots. Is there any way I could have hit that, though? Not really. Yeah. Oh, so you have to come down this area first. And then that would open the door, I guess. And you can't jump down ladders. So that's some kind of shortcut. This map's not going to be really helpful. So, useless.
I think I ate too much.
Let's see.
You know, you
Bouncing
don't have
on
to order
those guys.
something from every food truck you walk past.
Probably
I mean, I don't
won't
need to.
get me high enough to get to the top of that piece.
I
Alright, so do... This gets us here.
You look like you have to take. What's the best series of Agile Soup Freezer?
I have no idea what this is supposed to be, but it seems like double theta is the only option. Like, I don't know if that's supposed to be a reference to something that happened in the game and I just didn't see it, or if they're just being weird. And these stickers are all over the place. And they're all useless. But it would have been better. Like, in all fairness, the game would have been better if there were stickers throughout the entirety of the game. And any small amount of extra collectibles would have added value. But unfortunately, that's not really what we get. We get this weird hodgepodge of contents that, honestly, I would not be surprised one bit, and it's pretty typical for video game developers to hire a third-party developer company to make the DLC parts, and that's why you, on a rare occasion, get DLC that's either way better or way worse than the so yeah, if somebody told me this DLC was added by somebody else than Yakuza Metro in particular, I'd believe that. This is bad though. The fact that it speeds up and then throws you off your pacing is unnecessary. It's just arbitrarily cruel for no reason. Like, we don't need that. If these were just moving at the regular speed, that'd be fine. And then the fact that these tracks are not solid at any point is unhelpful, to say the least. Like, I really can't recover from this. I've got to fall to my death, so I get reset here to have to try it again. fall to my death again.
What will it be?
And let's go with this. And buy food. This dialogue stuff sucks. Like, it would have been nice if this was in the whole game and it was a core metric that characterized this game, but it isn't.
Wanna buy something?
Yeah. So the ticket is the thing that I was wondering about. So if I could get out of this area, just let me get to a different section of the game. That would be really nice. Can we go over here? No. They're still locked. It wants me to be up there. Is there any help that the game could give me? Just throw me a bone somewhere. Don't make me have to jump through all of this platforming. We have about 10 more minutes and then I'm just rage quitting this whole game. We don't have to go through the whole credits a second time. We don't have to do any of that. Because we already saw the credits. Yeah, and I think that's pretty much where it's gonna end, is that we're just gonna... Alright, how can I get higher? Because that's what I want. That will take us higher. So if I make this jump kind of into this curve, then I probably am somewhat safe. If I then do this. $38 of the original 40 that they said you needed, or you had at the beginning of the game. Do we really need these cutscenes every time? It's the same animation even. And what's funny is they do a fade out back to this section. Why not just fade out and then show up to this section and then have her take the timepiece from you at that point?
Keep this up, child. I'll make you rich. I'm very invested in loyalty. Now be a worthwhile little investment and find me another. Even if you have to look in the manholes.
So
My
they've been
cats
giving
and I
us...
use them for our work. Tread carefully.
What's funny is she looks more like a rat than a cat. And again, we're having linear content here. There's clearly things that just unlocked that we couldn't have done before. So, and I would have been more than happy. I would be very, very happy to have... Come on, switch. Switch. Switch! Ah, this does not work.
Oh, have you seen the latest episode of Cooking yet?
So, they want me to come upward. And there was a way to get this guy. You have to get dirty, and then that gets you up to this point. So maybe I could have gotten to this area before and just forgot that trick. Let's see. I'm happy to see more of these cleaning cats instead of having to jump the height distance myself. Our compass ability is still not being very useful because it's not really pointing towards every single collectible. It's instead pointing towards lots of different things. Here's a new Metro Pass. Absolutely. This one costs 20, so the fourth one should probably cost 80. I thought this green was some kind of toxic sludge, but it doesn't look like that's actually the case. Another sticker. Honestly, if I was trying to 100% this game, which maybe is an achievement and maybe isn't, getting all the achievements definitely requires more than just collecting all the collectibles, and that's why I would not really set it as a reasonable challenge or anything worth really the effort. Alright. So this guy will fling me somewhere. Yes, this is that area that I needed to open the door. So now that shortcut's open. We've got another floating timepiece. How could I reach it though? This one feels like it's a lot more around doing something like that. Notice our little bat abilities not really playing any big role. Okay. So I think we jump and launch and then slow down time.
I tried beating one of the train cats earlier.
And this is just like a round restaurant. 39. Wow. You can definitely feel the incredible imbalance here.
Are you trying to play a trick on me?
No, I'm not, I swear! I never lay upon your jewelry!
Then why did I find your cat hair on it?
That was a little violent for a kid's game.
That be you.
And then it fades out to show you
My
this.
organization can always use more people like you.
They didn't even write these two
There's
scenes
a place for you here,
to connect them.
provided you don't disappoint. Still, I hear my little collection isn't quite complete. So get back to it and be thorough. No stone unturned, you hear?
Yeah, thoroughness is, I guess, going to be a factor. Let's see. We have 4 we have 5 out of the potential, looks like 6 or 7 pieces in this DLC. Let's go back to the hub. This game, I guess, will get a reprieve and we'll do one more episode at least, because it's been 45 minutes. Totally imbalanced. One timepiece took a lot of frustration and a lot of time, and I'm never going back to that DLC. Like, it's kind of weird to partially rage quit on a game, but that's exactly what I'm doing here. Okay. So it seems like there's probably 2 more pieces in total, which would leave us with a reasonable amount. Although it also kind of seems like there should be a couple of other time rifts, which would bring the number up a little bit higher. And if we get at least one more time rift, then we'll have 40 of the 40 we started with. So I guess a job well done then, that way. We've gotten more than the menu can actually show as far as elements. I guess these tickets are going to forever be in our inventory. There's plenty of other color palettes we could purchase, although we'd have to be very careful not to buy the same color palettes because it looks like they can happen. Also, it looks like there's a rarity system of some sort in some of these color palettes, because they're like 1 star versus 2 star. 1 star is blue, 2 stars is pink. As far as we can tell, there is a 800 pawn badge that would just quiet people so you don't have to listen to them, which shouldn't really cost 800 pawns. And as far as weapons are concerned, this bat, like, let's see, if we switch to the other, it makes a different sound effect, but pretty much seems like it works as well as the other thing. And I feel like there probably aren't any other weapons besides the bat and the umbrella. I can't imagine what else you'd really have. You could maybe have a bamboo stick or something like that, or a sword, but there's nothing really thematically that would make sense there. If there was like a branch of a tree from the forest level, that would make sense. If there was, I don't know, some kind of microphone boomstick from the movie studio, maybe that would make sense. But you'd really have to stretch and reach, and it doesn't seem like they've really even done that. Alright, well, this game gets one more episode probably, and then we'll be done. I seriously doubt we'll be any fireworks or special event. If really, we'll just do the finale for this DLC, and then I'll be done with A Hat in Time. And honestly, it is going to take at least a year and a half of me forgetting about all the bad problems that showed their head, particularly very late into game playing this. I came in very optimistic, and I'm leaving rather disappointed. But yeah, 2-3 years from now, if they made A Hat in Time 2, if they made major improvements, if they were more committed to being consistent and making it more like a Mario game, which is what I wanted, or even if they were consistent and made it more like whatever kind of game they want to make. I'm not even sure what they want to make because it's all over the place. If they want to make an adventure game, or if they want to make a linear game, or what, I have no idea. But if they were just more consistent in any direction, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say. I guess if it was Kickstarted, the sequel, I might probably not want to play it because of that without seeing some reviews. But then also the problem with reviews are, a game like this could have easily been reviewed by somebody who only played the first couple chapters, or just the first chapter, and explained it away as one kind of game, and never even gotten to the 4th or 5th chapter when it is a completely different type of game. So you really have to be careful about who's reviewing your game and how they're reviewing your game, and that's one of the reasons why, as a video game critic myself, I try to do full complete plays as much as I can tolerate. I'm not quite getting there to that point in this game, but it is something I strive for. I suppose it is also worth showing off just how many stickers we've collected. Some of these feel like they have been made redundant, or perhaps they've been made shiny, because you have like a no rarity version of a sticker, and then you have a shiny version of the sticker. So it may be very much a case that I'm finding the same stickers twice and just upgrading them. Alright, well, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.